Good morning, my crafty friends. It is Monday and we are INKside the Craft Room. My name is Tina Kvrgic. Thank you so much for joining me. If you don't know how to say that name, that's totally okay. You can always call me Northern Stamper. I'm located just outside of Toronto, just east of Toronto, in a small town called Ajax. If you would like to reach me, you can drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. If you would like to shop with me, there's my name, Tina Kvrgic. I know it's a tough name, but you can always drop me an email and we can connect up that way. Now, we are going to be using the last little bits from the Every Little Thing kit. This is such a great kit. I am loving the kits. I'm very excited to see what kits they have coming up for the next few months. I'm very, very excited for this. So comment below where you're checking in from. I'm glad that you are able to join me for this. We're going to be using up the last little bits from this little kit. It is great. I just love it. So give me a thumbs up if you are ready to get started. I'm going to take a look, and there are some items you are going to need to add in. So let's just take a look to see what we have going on. So I have some cardstock here, and I need to make one of them a base, and depending on the color, I'm kind of thinking I might make this blue the color. And I do need a little bit of a yellow. The reason I want that is because it pulls in, whoops, there we go, out of focus, is because that it is, ooh, let's take a look. We're just a little bit out of focus. I want to make sure that you can see. Look at that. Oh my goodness, there we go. What was I saying? I'm using these colors because they are the items that I have left over, and they kind of match really nicely. Now, if you've been following along, you may have some items left over. Now, this is a piece from last week's card. Now, it's a little piece. It's kind of, not straight, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to use this for a little accent piece. So I got my card stock, and we've got the stamps. We're going to be using that. Let's see what other pieces we have in here. Okay. Now, I have some of these round circles. Let's just pop these out. Let's move this off to the side so we have more room. Whoop. I got some circles. I'm just popping these out. These are the last little bits from this kit, and I'm quite excited to make this. So there is a very large magnolia flower. Let's pop that out along with the circles. I hope you can see those there. Let's see, what else have we got? Looks like I got this blue. It looks like a backing piece. Now this was for the sky for the original. Whoop, where are they? Where are they? When I look in here, it was for this card here. You can see the blue for Behind the Mountains, but we used the mountains, I believe it was last week. So there is that blue, and that's the mountain sky portion. Just going to use that, pop that out. We're going to be cutting that down. Let's go like this so you can see. There we go. There is a little bird. Pop him out. There is one little rectangle left that we can stamp our sentiment on. And let's see what else we have. All that I have left in my box. Okay, pop these out. It looks like a little strip. Maybe we could use that. And a second magnolia flower. So those are the items that we have left over. Now, when I got to this point, I thought, well, what can I make? Like literally, look, there's nothing left in my box. Absolutely nothing. And I thought, well, what can I make with these pieces? Well, okay. This is what I love about these kits. I don't know about you. Comment below if you love the kits. I love challenging myself. Oh my goodness, we're out of focus again. I love challenging myself to come up with ideas for our card alternatives. That's what I love to do. And I'm very excited for the next kits coming up. Now being a demonstrator, I do get a sneak peek or an idea of what's coming down going to be released, and I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to what is coming in the next kits. So hopefully you'll stay with me and order some kits with me, and we'll have a lot of fun. Now, oh, before I get started, I wanted to thank the ladies for coming out on Saturday and having such a great time. We got together. Now, it was a little cozy. If you have not seen my Facebook posts, my craft room, I'll show you my craft room now. Hold on. Oops. So this is my craft room now. It is absolutely empty. Empty. Absolutely empty. This was my original craft room for the last 6 years. And if you've been following along, my son and his wife will be returning home while they go to school, and they've decided, they want their own private space. So I said, fine, you can have my craft room. I'll move up to the dining room. So on the weekend, we had a crafting gathering, and it was cozy, to say the least. It was very cozy, but you know what? Everybody had a wonderful time. So if you are in the area, make sure that you sign up and join my crafting in-house. We're going to have some really fun things coming up, especially Christmas in July. We are so excited for that. We were talking about it on the weekend. Christmas in July. If you want to know more about it, drop me an email, northernstamper@gmail.com. It was such a blast. It was lovely. And I've got some amazing ideas for Christmas in July. So if you have difficult knees or worry, stuff like that, don't worry. There are no more stairs in my house to get to my craft room. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to have this piece of cardstock, and it's going to be just a regular base. So let me see, is it 5.5? It is 5.5, yeah. And I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to make it 4 1/4. Remember, don't use the dark one. That cuts. Let's just score that. So I am making the card base. Okay, there we go. It is very similar to this color, so that is okay. Now, if I use this straight on it, you won't see anything. So what I want is a nice bright color break, and that's where the yellow comes in. And I'm going to take this down, and this will be 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I want that so that it has a nice frame. You know me, I like a nice frame around my layers. Okay, let's take a look. All right, get our card base, and there you go, a nice layer all the way around. Okay. Oh, Lynn's in. All right, Lynn, I was thinking about you when I was moving to the dining room, and hopefully that you will be able to join us. Yes, no stairs, so hopefully you can join us. Christmas in July. Oh, there is one thing about my new craft space. It is very limited seating, so let me know if you want in on any activities. All right, so we have our mat. Now, I'm not wrapping any ribbon around, so let's just glue that down. Okay, I have got some amazing ideas for Christmas in July. I have the suite all delivered on the weekend, and the ladies were here when it came. Very excited. I'm very excited. Ho, ho, ho. It seems kind of weird, talking about Christmas when it's so sunny outside. And I don't know about you, but we had to turn on the heating on the weekend. It was so cold. All right, let's just kind of flatten this out a little bit. Okay, burnish that down. So it is nice and flat. There is our card base. Let's move this up so you can see. Okay, there we go. There is our card base, right? So what I want to do is I have this piece of blue, okay? What I'm going to do is I want this to be a little smaller. So it's going to be, so if I measure from here to here, it is 3 3/4, but I'm going to take it from the tip right here as my measurement. So 3 3/4 from this tip to here where I'm going to come down. So I'm going to put it in the trimmer. So 3 3/4 is right there. So I'm taking the tip, putting it to the edge right there, and then I'm going to cut this off. Now, because I want this also to be layered, I need to make sure that this is, I'm going to turn around because it's a nice flat edge. Remember the yellow a mat was 5 1/4, I'm going to take it down and make sure it's 5. Hey, it's already 5. Look at that. It's already done. Okay, so it's 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, now if I take this, I can lay it on top and that looks great, but I don't want it so that this portion is on the top. I'm going to turn it so it's on the bottom, and you're going to see as we put this card together why I have it on the bottom. Now, if you have any other pieces, like, look, I got this piece, I'm going to save that actually for the inside, I think. I would add, you could always add it behind it, but I don't have any other pieces. Let's give some adhesive to this and glue it down. Again, no ribbon, so let's just add this, okay? Oh, Donna wants to join in on Christmas in July. Oh, you only work weekends. Oh, you know what, Donna? I will get in touch with you. And you know what? Because you are, because you are coming to my weekend getaway in September, we can do those Christmas in July items at the crafting event. How's that? That would be great. So maybe we'll do a little class there for that. Okay, so we place this on here. Again, you can see this little ridge on that side. Don't worry about it. It'll all kind of come together. What I'm going to do is actually take those pieces. I'm not going to glue anymore, but I want to gonna kind of layer it down and see where everything lands. Okay, so I'm going to take, whoops, my pieces, and I'm taking one piece of the circle here. I'm just laying it down so you can get an idea. And I'm going to put one over here. And let's see how we're going to do this. Okay, I'm going to take my pieces. Here's a flower. If I wanted to add a little bit more dimension behind it, what I could do is either place it right kind of behind a piece of yellow. Let's get a larger piece of yellow. And actually, that's what I might do, is just to cut around and make a little shadow. I'm thinking I might do that because this white on here, though it looks okay, you know what, if we added a little yellow, maybe that would be nice. I don't know. What do you think? So I'm just going to add that in here and say I'm going to have a flower like this, right? Oh, you know what? Remember we had this piece here? This was a dark piece, and I think to make this card pop, we're going to cut a little piece. I'm going to cut it in, you know, just about 1 inch or thereabouts, or smaller than an inch. Straighten that out a bit. Okay. Now this looks good the way it is, but I want to pop out a little bit more color. So let's go behind here. Take this away and add this right about here. Okay. Now I'm going to cover up a little bit of that, but that's okay. This is why I like to not glue things quite yet. I can kind of move things around. Oh, look, I can do that. Maybe we'll do this, pop this up a little bit. So it's kind of move things around a little bit. And what do we have left? We have our sentiment, which I'm going to tuck underneath. There we go. And I've got enough space here to stamp a sentiment, and our little bird will sit on top. And I'm going to add different heights on that. Now, I don't know if I should add a little bit of yellow behind here. I don't know. A little bit of green. Maybe I'll just leave it the way it is. I could always take some ink and do around the edge. You know, just try some different things if you like. You know what you could also do, because my craft room is empty, I don't have many supplies down here, is I could emboss these pieces to give it some texture. So that it would give some texture to the card. It gives some dynamic visual ideas for that. Adding some texture to those would really kind of make it stand out a little more. And thinking of that now, if I had any of my supplies, that what I would do is I would add some texture to these kind of flat looking cards or pieces, because I have many layers here. So you know what? I like the kind of design I had. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start gluing these together. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue on here, Just pop that on there. So it really doesn't matter where I'm going to place it because remember we have the sentiment on here. I'm going to add some dimensionals and I have my sentiment, but if I put my sentiment on now and then stamp, it won't work so well. So what I want to do is take my sentiment and I'm going to stamp it in Memento Black, or you can use whatever black you have. And I'm going to ink that up. And, oops, I'm going to put it right about the bottom area. Okay, so that you can see it like that. It's near the bottom of, oh my goodness, I got ink all over me. Ugh, oh dear. Good thing it's on the top. See, I got a little bit of ink here. Oh dear. So I put it along the bottom so I can tuck everything on top of that. Okay. So let's go here. Let's get some dimensionals. All right. Now, oh, dimensionals. All right, let's get some dimensionals. I am going to add my dimensionals onto this, onto the back there. There we go. Put those on there. And I'm just going to kind of tuck it around. And I want a little bit of that yellow to kind of peek out. And a little bit on the side there. There we go. See, there we go. Nice. This is great. I love working with kits. Oh, I really do. I find it so much fun. Now I can tuck these in here. I'm going to like glue these flat. I think I'm just going to tuck those in like that. And I think, yes, Lynn, I think these with running these through embossing folders would have been much nicer now that I think about it. That's okay. I forgive myself. There we go. We got those in there. Okay. If you have another circle, like that big yellow one, you could have added it right here behind that flower, which would have been really nice, kind of behind that. Let's get some more dimensionals and tuck in the flower. And because I want to tuck in other things, I'm going to put the dimensionals kind of in the center. So if I wanted to add anything like a leaf, say you had a leaf you punched out and stuff, you could tuck those in. But I'm going to, there's my smooch. I'm going to cover that up. There we go. Covering up my smooch. And the last little flower. I'm going to tuck that in under there. Do I want to add dimensionals? Maybe I do. Let's see. You know what? I could kind of cut him. It looks like I could cut him. If I cut him here, can I put him a little bit over there? I don't know. Do I need to? What if I did that? Just kind of move them around. I think I'll just stick them up here. I'll just put him in here. And, oops. Oh, he's already stuck. Oh my goodness. All right. Oops. Ah, that's funny. Okay, let's plop him in there with some dimensionals, and we're just going to tuck him in with his little friend. Whoops. There we go. Tuck him in. Whoop. And we have our little bird, and he's going to look like he's going to be sitting on the edge here, just right there. Another dimensional for our bird. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh, there. Here we go. Pop him on here. And if I have another piece, do I have another piece? Nah, I don't know. Can I add any more in here? I think that's nice. Now let's look on the inside. Because this is a light color, I don't need to add a piece of white, so maybe we could do maybe I'll just add this blue on here. Look, I could do the two, one on each side. One on each side. I could do that, or just one over here. I think I'm just going to do the one over here. Now, I don't know about you, so if you have any pieces left over, let me know. I'm curious. But if I look from this kit, all I have left is everything is this piece. Out of all of these pieces, out of everything, This is all I have left. I don't know. You comment below. Oh, wait, I lied. I have this piece too. Shit. Those are all the pieces I have left from this kit. My goodness, that's great. I'm going to add the rest of these embellishments on here. These are really pretty. I like these because they are kind of clear, and I think they look really nice on the card. Let's add these on. Pop those on. Oh my goodness. We could do some Stella on the flower. Now, if you've got the new the new, what are those glitter pens? You could have gone around the edge with the kind of yellow, or you could do the center. Those look really nice. Oh, you know what? I think I'm just going to color this whole flower with Stella. Why not? Oh my goodness. We're getting a little out of hand here. Oh, that looks great. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. I'll show you in just a second. Do a little bit on this one. Follow the lines. Oh, oh my goodness. That turned out really nice. Oh, that Stella. Oh, you can't see it, but it is so sparkly. Oh my goodness. So that is all of the items for this kit. Like, I thought that was great. Every little things kit. If you would like to find out more about it, you can drop me an email, northernstamper@gmail.com. This turned out great. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing what other kits they have coming up. Now, for the month of June, some people have asked me, what are we going to be doing? Because it is incredibly busy with upcoming events. I'm going to be showcasing some tutorials on techniques that I had done in a class a few years ago. I have a wedding coming up. I have camping coming up. I have Alaska coming up. There's many things I have coming up. So unfortunately, I am not able to commit to do my lives, but don't worry. I will be showcasing various techniques for you in the month of June. Okay, so in July, don't forget to come back. Keep in touch with me, northernstamper@gmail.com, for what we're going to be doing in July. And don't forget to sign up for some in-house classes, Christmas in July, northernstamper@gmail.com. It's going to be so much fun. I have an event coming up in August. It's going to be so much fun. I got things coming up. If you have any questions, drop me an email. In the meantime, ladies, I hope you have fun crafting and that this has given you ideas. Take a look at some of the kits. They have some beautiful kits coming your way. Take care, and we will see you next time.